Guys, Simon says that you, if you are an asshole, you have to leave the rod. Simon says that. Simon says that. There you go, Marco.
What a disgusting, vile
Raven,
creature she is.
Saw you first. Marco! What are they doing? I have Chime. Chime is L. Richard with a 5. I got it all in the bio. Yeah, right. Dude, wonder if I could do that in the chat with Scott. If I'm like, red.
Can I tell you that this woman is a disgusting, vile creature? She's not happy at the moment. She's not behaving well. She's just high. And there's a difference between behaving well, clean, or being high. She's actually so high on crack cocaine that for the next 15 minutes she's going to talk a whole lot of rubbish, right? Okay, yeah, been there many years ago, know what it's like, but I didn't beg people for money. For me, it wouldn't be as bad if she didn't go through this day in, day out and abuse people on here, and especially the people that give her money. I think it's atrocious and I think it's filthy. And besides all that, do you know what people do when they're on crack cocaine or meth and things like that? They don't shower for weeks. They're in the same underwear. She would be in the same bra. Her hair is greasy. Every time she smokes crack, she has a pasty mouth, and the odour coming out of that mouth, it stinks, right? Because all of your hygiene habits go south. This is what's happening with this woman here. The only thing, she has a tunnel vision. From where she stands, all she can see is the cracked rock at the end of it. So the only obstacle is to get the money. And so that means getting on TikTok or harassing anyone that has given her money and threatening them that she's going to expose them on chat and say who they are if they don't give her more money. She's a vile individual. And this I've never seen before. And I've been around some addicts in my time. I'm at least nearly a generation older than Lisa, and I've seen some rubbish. But this woman takes the cake, okay? She's vile. So I'm just going to have a listen to what else she's got to say.
It wouldn't be good, though, because it wouldn't stop right away, right?
Oh, definitely high. Look at her eyes.
No, it's L. Richard with a...
Yeah, I'd say it's been about 5 minutes since she smoked. Her mouth isn't that pasty at the moment. There's no stringy bits of saliva. Yeah, you hear that? She's depleting her serotonin. She cannot smile or laugh. Look how big her eyes are. In 15, 20 minutes, this will wear off and she'll be nasty. She'll need more rock, crack cocaine to keep like this. And the more you smoke, the more you need. Your tolerance builds up.
I don't know. People are going to start getting muted. This one girl always does it.
Of course, Lisa, you're going to mute anyone who tells the truth and calls you out. We know that.
I really do. I love you too, Miss Jackie. Thank you.
She loves everyone at the moment because she's so high on crack.
I know you guys will just go with the flow, but she comes in and does it all the time, and I'm trying to be kind to her.
No, you're never kind. You're just high, Lisa. You're always high. For you to be kind, you would have to stop smoking crack for at least a month.
Yeah, she comes in and does all them letters. And I do like.
That's because you're vile. People dislike what you do. And you're very nasty to people, even people that give you money.
I'm trying to give you a chance to you identify as a man. Well, you're a pretty man. I see your picture. I'm trying.
Yeah, that whispering and that, she's still high. Look at the big eyes.
Do I have a dentist? I do not have one right now.
She'll eventually lose all her teeth if she doesn't go to the dentist soon. Because with crack cocaine, meth, or Harry, they rot from the inside out.
I care about a lot more than you think I do. Honestly, on that note, I care a lot more than you think I do, but...
This is high talk at the moment.
Because if you do, then it's used against you. So I just had to make it that I don't care about anything, nothing. Then they can't use it against me. So.
And this is partially true. She doesn't even care about her own family. Her one and only goal is that crack cocaine. I can imagine how bad she would stink, the body odour. Her underwear would be so crusty.
That's PayPal.
This is why she refuses to have a boyfriend. I mean, it's not just she's on crack. Usually, you know, with Maddie, you see she had Jarrell, but she knows how bad she reeks and stinks, so she can't have a relationship at the moment.
My dad, I think I told you guys yesterday that his speech was still, he didn't have his speech back 100% at all, like not even at all. And it's pretty scary. And
anything she says it's to prey on everyone's sympathies now, you know. So if there's a smidgen of truth to that, she will accentuate this now.
Yeah, I knew something was up because.
So if her dad's got a flu, she will say, "My dad's in hospital.
I seen the first seizure, and then this second seizure.
He's got COVID." You know, accentuate the whole thing to make it oh so bad, to feel oh so sorry for Lisa.
He's fatty, you know what I mean? So, I appreciate those guys being kind. But yeah, what's scary is his dad at 60 died of a stroke.
Yeah, well,
his brother.
It seems like no one from Lisa's family likes to go to hospitals. I think her father is a good bloke deep down, but he just doesn't know how to deal with this situation with his daughter. And the only thing I can say, the best thing he can do is tough love. If he was to say, give her an ultimatum, not just kick her out right away, but offer her an ultimatum and say, look, you have 2 weeks. You either choose rehab or you stop with the crack. I don't want any of this behaviour. I don't want you getting on TikTok in the house or out the front. And if I catch you, if I see you out the front doing it, you have to leave, you know. So take a pick. Some people can't go to rehab. It'll set them up to fail every time. Other people have to do it on their own where they just quit. There's many different options to do it. Now, Lisa, I don't know. I don't think rehab would suit her very well. What she needs is to get away from everything. She needs not to be on TikTok. She needs, you know, rehab might accentuate a problem where she might run into people. There'll be 3 or 4 people there that will, you know, think about finishing the program because they're on a court order and needing, once they get out, they tee up with 1 or 2 other people. The first thing they'll do is go and get again their choice of drug. But Lisa might be one of those ones that might be able to do it at home and stop everything, okay? And the one thing that makes me sick is how entitled she feels to say, I need cigarettes, or I'm not going to rehab, or I'm not picking up my methadone if I don't get no money. That's your problem, okay? Methadone is a responsibility, okay? It's your responsibility to go to the clinic to produce clean urines, okay? If you can't produce a clean urine, what they usually do, when you know you get takeaways for weekends, they make you go and dose at another clinic just to punish you. Now, I don't know if they're doing that though, because her urine would be dirty. It would be full of crack cocaine. And what they should make her do is inconvenience her. But with the addiction that she has at the moment, I don't know whether that would be a deterrent. But at the moment, she's a vile individual and she treats everyone with disrespect. She will, when she's coming down, she will scream at you and call you every name under the sun. When she's back on her high the next day, she'll apologise for that. And that'll be a continuous vicious cycle with crack cocaine or meth, even heroin, you know. So this woman, I can't believe how many enablers she has. Even people that say to her, I'm praying for you. You pray for someone once. You know, you don't continuously get on here and say, I'm praying for you, Lisa. I counted 55 people I wrote down on a list of, you know, in a 7-minute TikTok video that was saying these things, you know, we love you, Lisa. We're praying for you, Lisa. No, that's a type of enabling. When you keep on telling her that day in, day out, she thinks that she's okay. Everyone's okay with her using. So, you know, you are part of the problem, even if you don't give her money. And then there's the people who feel threatened by her. She exaggerates. She won't do anything. She got her ass beat, remember? By when she went to go and meet one of Kim's contacts. And they took everything off her, including her phone. And Kim posted that phone call. Mate, I guarantee someone went around to belt her, she would go to water. People feel accentuated from the crack. They feel like they're on top of the world, meth, or they feel like they can take on the world. But in reality, it's not like that. They will lose hands down. And this is part of what Lisa's doing.
His older brother died at 61 of a stroke. So my dad's going to be...
Yeah, more accentuation of what happened to her family. Feel sorry for me.
It really is. So... it just sucks, man. You know what I mean? It's just, thank you.
Sweetheart, you
It's
suck.
something for my mom. I've been trying to take care of my mom and the dog.
You can't even take care of yourself. How are you going to take care of your mum, your dog, or your... Please, stop lying.
There's one thing I really, really like.
You have a tunnel vision, and at the end of that tunnel is a crack cocaine rock. 2 or 3, however many rocks you can get from that particular time of TikTok begging.
No, Heather, I can't, but I'm trying, like I said, to do what I can do. So.
Of course she can't. She can't take care of herself.
My daughter went down yesterday.
She's got high blood pressure. You know what? I have high blood pressure, but I didn't get it till I was in my 50s, like on very low medication for that. I guarantee in 5 years' time she's going to be a lot worse. And when I hear her saying that, oh, my weight's going to take me out, that's because you're smoking crack every day. You don't know, you don't feel hungry for most of the day, except about an hour after you come down off when you got no other crack you're going to eat. And your makeup looks shit house. It looks awful. On top of the oily skin and that oily, greasy hair, you look filthy. I wonder if she washes her own clothes. I bet she doesn't. She recirculates them, leaves them on the ground in her room, and then she'll pick them up about a week later and change. And they would stink. You can smell when someone's on meth or crack. They have this distinct chemical smell from their sweat.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say anything. I do too, Shell. I do too. I try to do what I can to take the burden off. I really do.
You don't do a fucking thing except you look after. You beg on TikTok. Get on the crack. Smoke it.
Little shit like that, you know. So.
Please.
That's all I can really do right now. So.
If you can't feed yourself, how are you going to help anyone in your... You can't even look after yourself. Look at you. You're a mess.
You know, you love your parents. And, yeah, I would do it.
I guarantee if, you know, touch wood. If her father died, right, touch wood that he doesn't, I wouldn't like to see that of a man who is struggling with his daughter's addiction problem. And she's been in hard addiction for 4 years, right? And there's that picture of her passed out that her sister took and uploaded it where she's passed out from heroin, you know, when she was getting on heroin. But then everyone who ends up getting on methadone either has to lower their dose right down to use heroin. Otherwise, if you're on a fairly high dose, it does not. You need a lot of heroin to actually get like that. So I would say that would have been during the time just as, you know, before she decided to get on methadone. So you saw her passed out there. Like, this woman is, yeah, I lost my train of thought. She just makes me so angry because now with the rise of social media and e-beggars, she's got an endless supply. And I mean, back in my day, there was many people like me who would be going to work, and then you would go and go and get your choice of drug, right? Now, at the end of that, you got to a point where, you know, people were distancing themselves. There was no, oh, I'm praying for you. You were on your own, okay? You were left on your own. If people, your friends and that, they distanced themselves, once you got to the point where you didn't listen, you'd be on your own. So all you have is your choice of illicit substance you were using, okay? So, but when it's your money and you're working for it, there's a different story, because you see how much you're spending and you're giving it to a dealer, and he's, you know, not working. You're working your ass off, and he's got, you know, another 10 or 20 people like you, he or she, and you start to get sick of it. But when it's someone else's money, this moron won't stop. Look, I don't want to say anything bad, but there's only two ways I can see this ending. And one is her being unalive, because people just continuously give her money, and and they're the people she threatens that, you know, have probably tried to help her, giving it, you know, please, just 5, I need it to eat, and they truly believe that it is to eat. And once they give her the money, she will ring them up. This is why she wants people to give them a screenshot of that, you know, of you know, that when they're donating money, she wants a screenshot, because then that's a point of contact for her. So she can ring up or send them an email and say, if you don't give me, you know, money today, like when she gets on TikTok, Kim, if you don't get on and give me money, I'm going to tell her. This is what she does to all the people who friend her. And if you're going to friend her and you feel sorry for her, you're going to be stuck in an endless circle, you know, where she won't stop calling you, and at different hours of the morning or night. She doesn't care, because she wants to buy crack. So, yeah, that's all I've got to say on the matter. But she really, really has got me mad. She frustrates me.